America's then bought these fixer-uppers thinking it was gonna be nice. Let's get right into it.
There are going to be times when you regret buying this house. And that's what my dad told us in the beginning. And I remember thinking, okay, a little dramatic. But now, I get it. When we bought this house, we knew it was a fixer-upper. Just not with this many unexpected problems. Maybe a fixer-upper that didn't involve jackhammering our entire family room floor to fix a plumbing line. And when I tell you there were mounds of dirt inside our house for weeks. Yes, that's the inside of our family room, not the outside. And then the electrical. I had my list for the electrician, thinking we'd update a few things in each room. No, we rewired the entire house. Every outlet, every light switch, but it needed to be done. Things you literally never think about until you have to replace all of them, and quickly learn how expensive electrical is. We even had to upgrade from 100 to 200 amps, because apparently we need enough power to support all my hosting. So yeah, my dad was right. There are definitely moments where we're like, what did we get ourselves into? And there's a lot more to share.
POV, the cons of buying a fixer-upper home.
Properties. I'm not a fan of this. This looks so old, and like you see this, like this is a problem. Like this is so cheap to update outlets. Like the one con that I did with my investment.
We bought a house and spent 6 months remodeling it, and my number one regret, now that we have lived in the house, that we remodeled it to make it exactly how we want it, or so we thought and everything, my number one remodel regret is getting white quartz countertops. I actually liked the idea. It was a theory that you'd be able to see everything because I wanted everything to be clean, but let me show you. These suckers stain. This was from a bowl that obviously had schmutz on it, you know, whatever they ate, some sort of ramen that they put seasoning in, and that was on the bottom of the bowl. They set it there last night, 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It is now 12 hours later, and this is not easy to get off. And the house cleaners that come every 2 weeks were just here. They came and went, and they weren't able to get that out of the countertop. That's just one example. My countertop now has little spots all over it that, unless I want to spend time every single week getting the little stains out, they can come out. It just takes elbow grease. So that's my number one remodel regret.
Dang, POV, the first home you bought is a fixer-upper, but you keep finding things to fix up. Golly, what in the heck?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but after a while, now I'm going to be able to finally afford some HVAC and get my AC inside this house after being here for 2 years almost. It is crazy insane, the prices of HVAC. I had someone that I talked to saying 3 years ago, the same HVAC that I'm getting installed right now for that's going to be around over $6,000 used to cost them for a house, the actual house was only $5,000. Everything has gone, it's so ridiculous expensive. Homeownership, I'm telling you, it is not the same as it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Please, I regret this decision. If it can help anybody out there, and if you are going to go ahead and do it, if it is the right choice for you, and you are going to stay there long term, and you can afford all these fixes, and you do have it, then yes, of course. But if you don't, and you're not 100% sure, just don't do it.
Hey, $10,000, that ain't that bad, but this one lady stepped in the house and instantly regretted it. Watch this.
I bought this house without ever stepping foot inside. And I tell you, the second that I opened the door, I wanted to undo that decision. So this is the investment property that I bought. I decided to do the pictures in stages for each room. So obviously this is the front porch. Having the front porch redone was important to me because I don't want it to look like it's under renovation at all whatsoever. But coming inside, there was this little closet area right inside the door. This is what it looked like when I first bought it. There was a lot of belongings left behind in the property when I first bought it. So I got it cleaned out first. There was some living room furniture left. I wanted absolutely nothing that was left behind in this house for a myriad of reasons. And as we go along, you'll see why. So this is the dining room. The dining room just had a few pieces in there to begin with. But then we came to the kitchen, and the ceiling had caved in from water damage, and the kitchen was like super tiny. It still is super tiny, but I think I found a way to extend it out into the dining room. I had the kitchen gutted. Actually, I had the whole first floor gutted, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But it was just so much going on in this house. The toilet was literally in pieces. This tub was filled up with water. I'm not sure why. Had the bathroom taken apart and gutted ultimately as well. I did hire out. This is the downstairs bedroom. Ceiling caved in from water damage on the roof. I did hire out some things, and I had a couple different contractors come out to give me quotes.
Do I regret buying a house that needs a full renovation? That's a question I've got a lot recently. Number one, everything takes much longer than you expect it to. You'll think you're starting an easy task, but there'll always be something that goes wrong or just not quite how you expected it and just puts a major spanner in the works. Similarly, on the same point, number two, everything is so much more expensive than you think it's going to be. When we first had our offer accepted, I had all these big ideas. I was like, yeah, we're going to knock down the wall in the kitchen. But when you get in, you start being a bit more realistic. You're like, actually, I can't afford to do that because then I won't be able to do that. Number three, if you're buying with somebody, you're most likely going to argue more. You're under a lot of stress, you've got loads of things to do, you've got no free weekends, you're getting less sleep. I think it's normal to argue more. You've got to make sure you still take time for yourself, have a free weekend, have a complete lazy day, do nothing, just so you can recharge your batteries. That's what we do. The house is going to get really dirty and really dusty. You can clean it up, but it's going to be back again the next day. Dust gets everywhere. You kind of get immune to it, but you actually feel gross at the same time. Be prepared to spend your evenings scrolling on your phone looking for pointless things like tiles, grout. You know that feeling when you're looking for an outfit for an event and you can't find anything you like? It's like that every single day. I can't find anything I like, but I have to search because I need to find something. I made it sound really bad now, but I actually do really enjoy it. I don't regret it at all, I promise. Just be prepared for those things.
Can you imagine buying a house, getting excited to rip out the floor so you can put in new flooring, and this is what you find underneath? That all the joists are completely rotted and need to be replaced, including the beams that support the house all the way around. I'm risking my life here for a TikTok. This is what it looks like all the way around. I don't know if you can see that piece right there. That's broken already. It's like this all the way around the house.
Chip and Joanna and the Property Brothers, they've got you fooled. Sorry, HGTV. They do paint a pretty picture, but the reality is that buying a fixer-upper is usually a nightmare. Speaking of nightmares, in a recent survey, 73% of homebuyers said that they considered buying a fixer-upper because of a lower price. But in my experience, most of the clients that I talk to regret buying that fixer-upper. The contractors have been unreliable, the cost estimates are always over budget, and they're never done on time. I wouldn't completely dismiss this opportunity, but you better do your research, and you better have an accurate renovation cost estimate with at least 20% cushion, and unless you're hiring Chip and Joanna, you should adjust your expectations because there is always an unexpected surprise.
Renovating a house is expensive. I know one of my largest dreams when I was young was to own a home. And now that I'm here, renovating a home is ass. If you could buy a home, would it be in the exact state you need it to be in? Or a state that is close enough to what you would want it to be in? Take it. Okay? Because renovating a house is expensive. Renovating a house is expensive. And I'm not broke, but I don't like to see my bank account deplete so quickly. We just paid our rent, and then a few days later, $1,200 on some fucking sheetrock drywall. If you can buy you a tiny home, a prefabricated home, build a home out of box, build a box home, get that. If you can mail order your ass a house, get that. Buy some land and order a home. Do not buy an 105-year-old house in Rhode Island. Don't do it. I'm glad I do. But if you can avoid it, avoid it. Rent till you can't rent no more, goddammit. Rent till you can't rent no more.
Oh, you must thought this was cheap. You must thought this was a game. Huh? Anybody playing with you? Yeah, ain't nobody playing with you. You're going to have to go ahead and take them braces out and sell them. Because you're going to need the money. Yeah, take them braces out. You want a new floor, don't you? Or you want good teeth? You got to pick. Good teeth, new floor. Hey, which one you want? Which you want to be sleeping, your house fall down on you? Them teeth going to have to wait. Straight up. Yeah. We ain't got time for that. Take them out. Go to the dentist. Go and go to the orthodontist. And then go on and take them back. That's about a good $2,000. Look, man, look at these next clip. This lady, she gonna go off. She got a story to tell. She gonna ramble a little bit, but she really gonna go off. Let's let her speak.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. I just wanted to get on here for a minute and chit chat. Let's be honest, we know it'll be more than a minute because I'm a good rambler, but I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. But wanted to talk a minute about how my family has been affected by the current contractors that we have on our build, that we are working tirelessly daily to get off of our build so that we can move on with our lives and get into our home. Every time I talk about this topic, I have several people coming on here making comments about how my videos are affecting these contractors and their business and their family, etc., etc., etc. Let me just make it clear that I don't care at all how they are being affected by the truth that I have told of my experience with them and their business. Whatever is happening in their lives now that I have come out and spread awareness about them is all just self-inflicted of their actions. So, save the comments. I don't care. But what I do care about is how my family has been affected by their negligence. So, let me give y'all an idea of what we have been going through and how we have been affected through their actions. We broke ground on our home a little over a year ago. And we signed our construction loan in April of 2025. That construction loan expired April of 2026. So what? April, May, June, July, about 4 months ago. For 14 months now, we have been paying interest payments on this construction loan. When that construction loan expired in April and our home's nowhere near done, not only do we get to pay interest payments monthly, but there also comes extension fees for the expired construction loan. We had to also buy our builder's risk insurance again. We have had to pay lawyers, not one, but two. We have had to come out of pocket to get things for our home while our construction loan is basically froze over here. We can't get any money out of it. So if we want anything to continue on with our build, we have to come out of pocket for it. We've been doing that. The list goes on. So finance-wise, my family, we've been affected pretty freaking hard by these people. And what's sickening is to know that these contractors started building their home like right around the same time they started ours, and they were in their home in December. But yet we're going into August and I'm over here. They've done sued us. They've done put a lien on the house. They over here dragging their feet with lawyers, not wanting to communicate, you know. Basically, they're just mad that I outed them on the internet. And so now they're going to try to do anything that they possibly can to hurt us even more. Well, keep the punches coming, baby, because we used to them and you ain't knocking us down. Plans. You can't make any plans because you have no idea when this house is going to be done. I ordered appliances back in April. I have to call every single month and push them off another month because we have no idea when we can actually tell them, hey, it's okay for you to deliver them now. We've hired a home inspector to come out and inspect our home to give us a quote on what it's going to cost us to fix all the crap that they have left us in with their poor quality of work that their subs do. It's just honestly comical to me that y'all think I should care about how they are being affected from what is literally all truth over here when no one's asked me how I've been affected. No one's asked. So here you are. Here I am to fill you in on all the things that we are going through because of them. My son just turned 9 yesterday. We had planned to have him like a big sleepover for his birthday party this year in his new room, all the things. Did that get to happen? No, sure didn't. My 4-year-old keeps asking all the time, Mama, when are we moving into the new house? When do I get my new big boy room? When's this? When's that? Hopefully soon, baby. Hopefully soon. That's the answer I keep giving him. Can't plan vacations. Can't plan anything in life because of this situation that is hanging over our heads every single day. Every single day that we wake up and we have them on our construction loan still as our contractor builder, it's like having this huge dark cloud full of nothing but negative vibes hanging over your head. That's all it is. So unfortunate to know that our family has waited roughly 10 years to build this house, and this is what we have been presented with. We never seen anything like this coming, but by golly, we gonna come out on the other side better and stronger. It's just, if y'all have not taken anything away from me sharing this journey with you all, just know that it is very, very real. These contractors are not the only ones out there doing shady stuff like this. They're everywhere. And the best advice that I can give is if you are getting ready to start building a home, you're on the market for a contractor, do your research and then some, and then some more. Ask the hard questions. Ask anything you can possibly think of. And if you ever have an ounce of worry or concern, it's probably the Lord placing that on your heart for a reason, and you need to listen to it. And if you are in a position where you can build your house yourself or contract it and sub things out yourself, just do it. Just do it. Because I promise you, you do not want to be walking the journey that my family and I are currently walking. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, man, it ain't so sweet, is it? The houses y'all thought y'all was gonna fix up ain't fixing up for cheap. Boy, you gotta spend that money. Spend that cash. Where are my future homeowners at? Wanna fix that flow real fast. You gotta spend that bag. And it ain't gonna be fast. Spend that cash, boy. Y'all want to be a future homeowner, but you better get that loaner and spend it like until you get a demonetized. I'm hollering at y'all, man. Look, it's been Josh from Talk to Me, boy. And I just talk to you, boy.